This is my first part of my gear video. This is the big 3, or you could call it the big 4. And what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to show you a comparison between what I am taking now in 2023 and also what I took in 2018 on my successful thru hike. So let's get after it. Okay, so the first item is my pack, and you saw my unboxing video. So this is my Z-Packs Nero Ultra, which is 38 liters, and I have added a whole ton of extra pouches because I just don't have enough room comparing this to my old pack. This is the 55 liter Arc Blast, and I love this pack, but it was just getting worn out, and it is a little tad heavier. If you look down here, I will post the weights of all the items that I'm showing you. Okay, next is a pack liner. So I'm just going with a trash compactor bag, and they call it in the States. In Canada, we call it a garbage bag. Back in 2018, I went for the official Dyneema composite fiber, formerly Cuban fiber, liner. And the trouble with this is it eventually started to leak. Not bad, but it just, I noticed, a little dampness in the inside occasionally, whereas this is just a wall. This is heavier, but it does the job. Pack cover. So same thing, I went with the Dyneema composite fiber, very lightweight, but it was showing it, look, it attracts sticks. So I went with my other favorite brand from Z-Packs is Sea to Summit, and that's the wrong item. This new pack is so small, it actually takes the small Ultrasil pack cover. So good news on that. We move on to the tent. So my original tent, love this tent. It is the Z-Pack Solplex. They don't make this anymore. I wore out the floor, and I have some tears in the mosquito netting, but it's still usable. And it takes up such a small space. I never worried about getting a campsite in some of those really cramped campsites. At one time, Lance Creek, I counted 35 tents, but I could always find a space because I could take anything with this small, tiny thing. But now I'm going even smaller. This is the 6 Moon Designs Deschutes, which I like to call the Campernautes. But it weighs less, and the footprint's about the same. I'm not taking the mosquito netting because there are no bugs in early March in Georgia and North Carolina. However, I need a floor, so this is a simple Tyvek, which is cut for the size of this. Sleeping bag. Same sleeping bag. This is the Z-Packs. What I wanted the smallest, lightest, so I figured if I go with the lightest they make, I could always fortify it with liners. So this is only good for 35 Fahrenheit or 2 Celsius. To make it warmer, you add pack liners. So this is the one I added later on, that summer of 2018, when it's started to cool down again, and I wanted a pack liner. So I got this one. But before, in the beginning, I had this heavy duty Sea to Summit Thermalite reactor. So you can just see the difference between the two. I'm going to chance it this year and go with the lighter one. I cross your fingers, hope to stay warm. Back then, this is a Bivy bag. You put it. It's the outer shell of a sleeping bag, so you're protecting it from water. Gives you an extra layer of warmth. This is my old trusty Army Bivy bag, and it's Gore-Tex, and it weighs about 2 pounds. I eventually mailed it home, and now I'm just going with a Survive Outdoors Longer SOL Escape Bivy. It's about half a pound. Oh, tent pegs. I go with a variety of tent pegs. I almost have a pair of each kind because you never know what kind of ground you're going to end up with. It could be sandy, could be clay, could be mud, could be a lawn, could be rock. So by having a 4 different kinds, I'm guaranteed to get at least 2 pegs in the ground. Although I got to admit, usually I got them all in. And if failing that, you could always tie your guy lines to a tree. Sleeping pad, the 4th member of the big 3. I love this. This was a Sea to Summit. What was it? It's called Sea to Summit Ultralight. And I also bought separately the pump sack. And the neat thing about the pump sack is a holder for the mattress, and you just would pump it like this, and you would get it up. The last couple things you have to do a couple of breaths. I love this. It did the whole trail with me. The next year on other trails, I started to get leaks in it, and I just was getting fed up with the leaks, and I decided, you know what? If I go with one of these accordions, this is the Thermalest Z-Lite, and the beauty of this is you just put it on top of your pack, and it's handy. So you can whip it out in no time. You don't have to blow it up. And I found I was using this as a seat for lunch, and I could roll the whole thing out in no time and have a nap. And so it just won me over. I swear by these now. You don't, like I say, you don't have to worry about punctures, and you don't have to worry about blowing it up. It's lighter, it's bulkier but lighter, and because it's going on top of your pack, it doesn't matter. What else is going to go there? So you know what? That's it. I'm amazed how quick that went. 2 items I want to mention when I do this is scales. I have a big one for my body, and this is a fishing scale for the whole pack when it's finished. And this beauty kitchen scale is good for doing all the individual items to the gram, or if you want, you could use ounces. That's all, folks. Till the next item on the list will be clothing.